y'all. Welcome to Midweek Minis, the show where you get to ask us questions and tell us personal stories, and we sometimes do something a little special, like we're going to do this week. I'm Mitch Lawrence, and that's my wife, Leah Lawrence.
Hey, y'all.
And she's still pretty sick, so we're going to take it nice and easy. No hard-hitting questions this week. No strain on the Leah voice.
Gonna do what we can.
Right? But she's doing okay. And we're here, and we've got some special stuff. We're not going to get into the bag of questions. Leah said she got some special New Year's-y type questions. And we're going to start with our resolutions for 2020, because this releases on New Year's Day of 2020. So first release of the new year. Leah, would you like to start with your resolution?
You can start.
Okay, I'll start, because mine's pretty simple. We've talked before about how much we love British panel shows and game shows, right? We just, right before doing this, got finished watching the Big Fat Quiz of the Year for 2019, and it was wonderful. It was so funny. We found out something interesting on that show, and my resolution for 2020 is to pronounce Adidas the way that they do in England, because we just found out that they say Adidas. And that is what I shall say for the entirety of 2020 and beyond. Leah, I need some new shoes. Let's go look at some Adidas.
Your New Year's resolution is saying Adidas?
Goddamn right. And you better bet that I will stick to it, because you know how I am. I'm going to say it to you just to make you chuckle just randomly. I won't say it for 3 weeks, and I'll just look at you and go, Leah, Adidas. You'll do that. I can't fucking wait.
Oh, wow.
New year, new me.
That's not exactly a new you, but okay.
I normally wear New Balance, but now I am strictly Adidas. Strictly.
Bless your heart.
What's yours, Leah?
I mean, I was going to go kind of serious on mine.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I want to learn a new skill. I want to...
You could learn how to make Adidas shoes?
No, thank you. No, I didn't do a lot of I made some stuff this year, but I didn't learn any new skills. And usually I'm all about learning a new craft or a new something, The year before that, we learned how to podcast.
Well, arguably.
We are still in the process of learning to podcast correctly, but we should
learn how to market ourselves this year.
Fingers fucking crossed on that one. No, I really I want to learn to do video production and that kind of thing. So
yeah,
I want to make new things, and I want to learn new things, and just get back into the enjoying creating things. So.
Yeah, well, we just bought some fancy video editing software for things. We're not going to say what.
No.
Because they don't actually pertain to this show, really. So,
no.
Anyway, we're doing porn videos.
We're not doing porn. There is no porn. There will never be any porn.
We're producing
I promise.
Pornography.
No, we're not. I've got a project that I'm hoping to get done this year, and so yeah, look for that sometime, mid to late end of this year, hopefully.
Right.
We'll have some cool video production that has nothing to do with this show or Trailer Trashy, just a new project that I'm working on with a friend. So, fingers crossed that gets done, and I really want to. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, but either way, we've got the software, so we can do porn if we can fall back on porn.
Mitchell, I did not sit through that many hours of tutorials about how to use Corel Video Studio to produce porn.
I'm just saying.
We could probably make more money, but
it's like a safety school when you're a senior in high school. We have safety porn.
We're not doing that.
All right. Well, just saying, it's an option.
Okay.
Well, your resolution is very nice. Mine is silly, because I think I'm perfect. So all I have to do is just start saying Adidas. everything will fall into place.
Just pull some more British pronunciation and
right.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, aluminium. Yeah, I'm on it. Those are the two I know so far. That and tea and crumpets.
Say wanker a few times.
Oh, no, I don't. That means something different here.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it means the same thing. It's just
but it's
used
less. Yeah.
Anyway, it's a thing. Okay, well, do we want to just go into the questions that you got us?
Yeah.
Okay, hit me with them. Do you want me to read them, or
no? I got it.
Okay.
What's the worst movie you saw this year?
Oh God. That's a good question. Saw some. We've said before we don't watch too many movies. Do you have an answer for this? Because you seem like you have an answer. What was it? Go ahead.
And not because it was bad, but I was disappointed. It was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, same.
Because I fucking love Tarantino's work, and I like the cinematography, and the pieces of the movie were so good, but together it was boring. And I hate when I sit in a chair for 3 hours and I'm bored. Like...
I was just disappointed because I paid for it. Like, we could have waited and seen it, later on in the year. But I was excited. I wanted to see it really bad because it was Tarantino, and then it just...
And objectively,
I don't get it, y'all.
I know it's not the worst, but it was what I was most disappointed in, I guess, is the best...
Me too.
Best way to say that, because I'm sure I watched some trash made-for-TV movies this year, but... just as something that I was really looking forward to and excited about the theme, and they did so much right, and it still bored the fuck out of me. So
Question, real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. I was going to ask if you have a best movie you saw as well.
That was the next question.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I don't want to talk about just shitty movies. Because I don't, honestly, I only see something if I really want to, and I don't remember seeing a bad movie this year because we talked about how we don't see too many. So, but yeah, I would say if I had to grade it, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, just like you, because it was 3 hours of nothing. And then 30 minutes of fucking awesome. And then it was
see, and I liked some of the, we've talked about this before. We don't need to keep going on about it, but
right.
What was your best movie this year?
Well, I listened to the Unspooled podcast. I've talked about that before. They did their best of the decade stuff recently. And on the most recent episode, they did, okay, well, let's just do 2019 because it is 2019. And they talked about this movie called The Last Black Man in San Francisco. And they were just raving about it, about how wonderful it was. I'm a real artsy movie person, okay? I'm that fucking douchebag. I'm sorry. And I'm more of a popular, funny, haha movie. Yeah. I would rather go to theater to see artsy shit than a movie. It's just my personality. Yeah. I love thinking and feeling movies. And Marriage Story was great on Netflix. But I watched The Last Black Man in San Francisco on my phone at work this week. It's free on Prime right now, Amazon Prime. Y'all, if you like artsy movies, that movie is fucking amazing. It's about a young black man who is trying to take back what they say is a house that his grandfather built in San Francisco because they're falling prey to, what's the word? We were just talking about it last night. Gentrification. So people are moving in, white people are moving in and completely renovating neighborhoods. And it's just a young black man who basically just keeps going over to this house that doesn't belong to him and keeps trying to take it back, pretty much. And there's no violence or anything. It's nothing crazy. It's just incredible art. It's so good. I would recommend seeing it if you like that kind of thing. So, what about you, Leah? This is going to be the dumbest thing after you just talked about artsy movies, but I really loved the Zombieland Double Tap. Oh, I didn't care for it. I did. I thought it was fine. I enjoyed it a lot. But the first Zombieland was way better. It was, but I'm just saying, we didn't watch a lot of stuff in 2019. It was either that or Spider-Man Far From Home, and I know a lot of people didn't like that, but I loved it. I loved that one. Oh, it was so good. Or Avengers Endgame. See, and I didn't like that one as much. I don't know. Like I said, this wasn't a huge year for me for seeing stuff. There wasn't anything that I was super pumped to see this year, so it's kind of hard for me. But but like I said, I just enjoy a campy zombie movie. I had just fun. It's a fun movie going experience. I enjoyed it. The artsy movies. I don't want to go to a theater and see. I want to see them at home. Like Last Black Man in San Francisco. I probably wouldn't have seen that in the theater, but I would have wanted to see it. Yeah, and so I did. Now, I haven't seen Joker or Uncut Gems, and I really want to see those, and Jojo Rabbit. I want to see that real bad. So I want to see those 3 that I haven't yet. And 2020's looking like I'm going to have some January movie watching. So anyway, I would, if I could recommend movies, I would say Marriage Story and The Last Black Man in San Francisco, if any of you like artsy-fartsy movies. Because they were fun. Both of them were very fun. Do you have anything else on the movie front?
Mm-mm.
No? Just Zombieland Double Tap is your pick for the year?
Yeah, I know, and I'm trash. It's okay. You can hate me for it. I don't care.
I hate you at all. I'm just like, Leah, we saw other movies.
Yeah, but like that one just...
Did you not think the Mr. Rogers movie was better than that? The Tom Hanks Mr. Rogers movie?
I have reservations about that movie. I enjoyed it a lot, but our movie theater was literally raining while we were seeing it.
Yeah, it was storming and the movie theater was leaking.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a little drop. It was like a torrential. There was a water feature in our movie theater, so that was distracting.
It was so funny.
I really enjoyed it, but I don't know. I'm very sensitive about the subject of Mr. Rogers, and I think they did a good job of it, but I just, you know how you think that Tom Hanks plays Tom Hanks in everything Tom Hanks is in?
Yeah.
I felt a lot of that going into it.
He had Mr. Rogers' mannerisms down, but when he talked, it was Tom Hanks doing a Mr. Rogers impression.
And it's hard for me, because I watched so much Mr. Rogers when I was a little kid. Like, I mean, I was a big fan of Sesame Street too, but I watched more Mr. Rogers than I did anything. Like, I was obsessed. Even, like, I was too old to be watching Mr. Rogers when I was still watching Mr. Rogers. So like I said, it was weird for me. I really liked it. I think they cast it really well and I enjoyed it. Yeah. But as far as what I'm going to the movies to do, like, I cry at fucking everything, and I don't like to cry in public, and that fucking movie made me cry. So points against it.
It was good though. It was very good.
That's what I'm saying. But if I'm going out to the movies and I want to have fun, I want it to be loud and I want it to be silly, and that's what Zombieland was for me, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Just let me go back for a minute, because I want people to understand. People who know me know I feel this way. I love watching a Tom Hanks movie, but I cannot, in a Tom Hanks movie, get out of my head that is just that's Tom Hanks. That is not a character. Tom Hanks is pretending to be someone, is what I'm getting out of every single thing I've ever seen him in.
See, and I don't think that at all. I really enjoy Tom Hanks as an actor, but for whatever reason, that particular, just because I was so close to the subject matter, like I was obsessed with Mr. Rogers as a kid, so
it's probably for me because he can't affect his voice too much. He still sounds like Tom Hanks every accent that he does.
Yeah.
And probably my favorite Tom Hanks movie is Catch Me If You Can, and he does a really strong Chicago accent in that, but you can still be like Tom Hanks doing a Chicago accent. He's not a character. He's not that detective. He's Tom Hanks pretending to be somebody with an accent. That's just what I get. I'm sorry. Like the Angels and Demons stuff, the Da Vinci Code ones, that was Tom Hanks with a slick back mullet. That's all that was.
Okay.
And that's all I got out of those movies. I'm sorry. That's how I feel about Tom Hanks. I can't not just see him going like, okay, this is chubby Tom Hanks. This is skinny Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks with a beard. I can't help it.
Well, on the next note, what was the best food you ate this year?
I mean, it's going to have to be sushi, isn't it? It's going to have to be Yoshi Sushi Fusion, right?
Yeah.
You know, pretty good. There's that. It's a place in Owens Crossroads, Alabama, which is close. It's, little towns. We've talked about it a million times. Yoshi Sushi Fusion.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
Still the best food. Agreed.
Yep.
What was the best meme you saw this year?
Okay. So for a while, especially towards the end of the year, there's been those ones going around that says, I'm going to tell my kids so-and-so is so-and-so. I've seen a lot of those that I thought were absolute genius, and I don't remember any of them. But that's my meme of the year. Gonna tell my kids this is blank. Love it. Or my grandkids, whatever. So, do you have one?
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's that terrible when you won't quit sending to me.
The one about the coffee?
Yes.
It's from God, I don't even know what movie it's from, but it's a meme that says it's Justin Wilson, if you know who that is. He's one of those every face actors that, like, he was in the Watchmen movie. He was the owl guy. But he's standing there. I think I put it on the community chat, actually. I'm pretty sure I did. Where he says, it's got a little text thing on him that says, me sitting down to have a nice relaxing cup of coffee, and behind him is like a Darth Maul mask or something, and it just looks all sinister, and it just says poop. That's what she's laughing about.
It's so creepy, and I can't stop looking at it. And it's one of those pictures that the more you look at it, the more you chuckle, because you just can't make eye contact with it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Oh, that's a good one, though.
Yeah.
That's a real good one. I know what it was. My favorite one of the year was, y'all know we live in Alabama, all right? Cam Newton is still a big deal down here, quarterback for the Carolina Panthers, right? He was the quarterback at Auburn that won the Heisman back in 2010. My favorite one of those going to tell my kids thing is that it showed him. He's also made news this year for doing crazy fashion things.
Oh, yeah.
Like
his outfits are insane.
He wears like church lady hats.
I was going to say, he looks like a fashionable church lady.
So there was a picture of him in one of those church lady hats, and it said, going to tell my grandkids this is Medea. Oh, that was my favorite one. It was so funny. Oh, next question, please.
All right.
If you're ready.
What was your biggest obsession this year?
Oh, I don't know. I go through things. I go through periods where I'm just intensely focused on something.
We both do.
Yeah.
But yours was Red Dead Redemption 2.
No.
Because you've played it twice.
Yeah, I played it last year when it came out.
Oh, I
and
thought
now
that
I'm playing
came out
it now.
this year.
No, it came out in October of last year.
All right, well, that was last year then.
Yeah, and I'm playing it again now because a year later, got to revisit it.
You don't have to.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I would have to say the thing I've probably spent the most time on is a mobile game on my phone.
God, I fucking hate that
called
thing.
Archero or Archero, however you want to pronounce it. But this is the only mobile game I've stuck with. I've played it for like 6 months now.
Yeah, you have.
It's so much fun. But I guess I'd have to say that because I'll be intensely focused on something for like a month at a time and move on. And yeah. What was yours?
Disney, I guess, making mouse ears and stuff for my 30th birthday. That was fun.
Yeah, you went pretty ham on that.
Yep.
Made t-shirts and stuff too.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. They were very nice ears too.
Yes.
You should show them to everyone.
I've put a couple on Instagram, but yeah.
They're very cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
Absolutely. All right, next question.
All right. Let's see. An unexpected surprise this year.
I don't know. Meth head neighbor. There we go.
Agreed.
It was the day or two after we moved in when he walked down the street with his shirt off screaming at somebody trying to fight.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nothing that big has happened since. I mean, the cops have gone over there a few times, but nothing crazy. And nobody else in the neighborhood is even close to being like that. So, what was yours, Leah? Biggest surprise?
Probably that. Same.
Meth head neighbor.
Yeah. What was the best place you visited this year?
I don't know. I guess DC. My favorite part of DC was the Holocaust Museum. So I'll say Holocaust Museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed visiting the Smithsonian for sure. That's been a huge bucket list thing for me since I was a little kid, and we finally crossed that off, and I was super pumped to do it, and really enjoyed it very, very much.
Yeah, I've always been fascinated with the Holocaust. Not like not war. I'm not. A lot of people who are like quote unquote history buffs love war stuff. Not a World War II fan or whatever.
But you're interested in the sociology involved.
Yeah. The Holocaust I've always been fascinated with. Like, did you ever see the movie The Pianist? The one that Adrian Brody won an Oscar for?
Yeah.
I loved that movie growing up. I thought it was great, but I'm also like an artsy movie person, like we talked about a minute ago. That's pretty intense, though. The movie's fairly intense.
Yeah.
But, anyway, I really enjoyed the Holocaust Museum because we actually scoured that complete museum.
Yeah, it was good.
Looked at everything. So, So yours was just DC in general? Mm-hmm. Okay.
What was the funniest moment of the year?
Oh, God. Just that we had, or just, like, overall?
Whatever.
I don't know. Do you have something for this? All right. Well, I know the thing that made me laugh the hardest. Leah, in October, I went to Biloxi with some friends, right? Mm-hmm. So we're in the car. I'll try to make this as quick as I can. I really will. My friend Kevin is a lawyer, all right? And he starts telling us this story. There's 4 of us in the car. He's telling this story, and he knows that I don't know this person he's about to talk about, so he asks the other 2. He says, do y'all know, I don't remember the name, let's just say Jake Smith. And they go, yeah, we know Jake Smith. And he starts telling this story, Kevin does, about how this judge earlier that same day was telling him about a guy who showed up at a will reading or something and was like, yeah, I'm this dead guy's son. And the guy had 2 daughters. Like the dead guy had, I know I'm fucking this up. A guy showed up, there are 2 adult daughters there at the will reading, and there's just this crazy old man there. And he said, yeah, this was my dad, and I have paperwork and all that. So the judge is saying, it's like a 45-minute story that Kevin tells us, where basically they found out the guy's tried this before, he's a fraud, he doesn't actually know these people, and he was just trying to get money, right? Not once did he say the name Jake Smith in the whole story. And there was a couple seconds of silence, and I went, Kevin, where does the Jake Smith thing come into this story? And he said, Judge looked just like him. And I just lost my mind laughing. I lost it because he didn't say a fucking word. He said, y'all know Jake Smith, right? And then he went into the story, didn't say the name Jake Smith at all. Then he went, oh, Judge who was telling me looked just like him. That was fucking it. That was all of it. It made me laugh really fucking hard when he told that story, when he did that part. Anyway, that was the funniest part of my year right there. That thing. So, anyway, Leah, what do you have?
I don't know. Bless. Just bless. Probably half of the stuff that we talk about on Trailer Trashy. Just every time we get in that room and we start talking.
This room?
Yes, this room specifically. I don't know. We just always come up with something absolutely insane to talk about. I don't know. That's
There's
always
some goodies
funny for me.
There's some real goodies that happen there.
So how about what are you most excited for next year?
Ooh. Excited would imply like happy excited, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
I guess finishing community college, if I have to go, personal on it. Because then I have to start fucking 4-year college, which, I've got 5 semesters at the other school, so we'll see what happens. But I guess that. What are you looking forward to?
Starting that project that I'm not going to be talking about, so that's vague and irritating for everybody listening.
Teaser.
Tease. No, I just really, I'm excited to learn stuff that's new and to, I don't know, try to take content creation another step further. Keeping on top of stuff like that. Just,
Well, we'll see. I really hope that, that everything works out with that.
Yep.
Because I want you to do it too. Want to give me some alone time with the dogs. Which God knows I need. God,
Lord.
These assholes.
All right, well.
All right, y'all. Well, that was really fun this time. I enjoy those. Maybe we stop asking everybody else for questions and just look up fun stuff like that. Because I enjoy talking about movies and that kind of thing. Maybe let's just do a movie podcast.
No, absolutely not. I don't enjoy movies enough to do that.
Well, you don't have to do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
But then we got to pay for movies all the time. Fuck
Sorry.
it. I'm not doing it. Never mind.
There you go.
I don't have $3.99 to spend on movies all the time. It's a terrible idea. All right, y'all. Well, let's look forward to 2020 together. Everybody excited for it?
Woo!
All right. We got one. That's good. All right, y'all. Well, we hope to have a main episode for you this weekend. We'll see how Leah feels. We're planning on it. So,
definitely. I'm sorry, y'all. My goal when we first started was to never be that podcast that like has to skip an episode. But fuck, it's almost been 2 years, but we had to miss that one, and I feel so bad about it. But
we never missed one.
I could barely speak. Like it was rough. So
and
I
still
apologize.
don't feel good,
and I don't. I'm still halfway into my antibiotics and steroids, and I still feel like trash. So
yeah.
We're going to work on it, and we're definitely going to have something coming out on Sunday. So we'll see you then. Hope you enjoy it. Have an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic 2020.
And we hope that everybody was safe last night.
Seriously, y'all.
All right, y'all. Well, we will see you this weekend.
Bye, y'all.